Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the $1 Billion Grind after more than a month being off. Guys, it is good to be back. It is so good to be back into this. I've been wanting to do this for weeks. I haven't streamed since Halloween night at this point, so it's been over a month that we've been off. And what a crazy, crazy month it was. You guys, if you were following, you know, first I got very, very sick. In fact, my last stream on Halloween, I was actually already pretty sick at that point. I was really losing my ability to talk, and I was coughing and choking a lot. But then when I finally started getting better from that, and by the way, that was the sickest I have been in a very, very long time. I want to say I haven't felt like that in 15 years. It was just absolutely awful. Couldn't breathe, couldn't talk, choking, just producing all kinds of crap. It was bad, man. It was. And then right as I was starting to recover from that, we had a scheduled surgery for the dog. And I had actually mentioned that in previous streams before that. I had, told you guys that I would probably be taking a week or two off while we helped our dog recuperate. But yeah, once that started, I really couldn't do anything. Had to wait for her to get better. So it just turned into a big break where I really couldn't do anything with it. It was the lost month, definitely the lost month for this. But we're back and time to get back into it. And let's see, by the way, where are we at? We are at 872 million. And I've got a Cayo ready to go, and I've got a big nightclub sale ready to go. So we should be able to top 875 today. Today is, of course, Monday, so it's our... Why the heck did my Mark II spawn way down here? That's like terrible spawning. Anyways, probably because I was looking... I forgot to turn my camera like down when I spawn my vehicle. If you're looking in the direction, it won't actually spawn it in front of you. The game like tries to hide it from you. That's why when you do that, you should always look straight down. But anyways, what was I saying? I got distracted by my vehicle spawn there. So here, let me get this set up here. Get back into the game here. So we'll be hitting 875 today. Tonight is the short stream because I do work tonight at 9, so I'll probably finish it by 8. And so we'll look to knock out a Cayo. We'll look to knock out a nightclub sale. We'll maybe do like a payphone hit or a few other things too, and also just do the regular everyday grinding stuff that I always do. Keep my warehouse agents going. Do what I can in between, Cayos and big sales to keep the money flowing. I will say, since I've been able to play again, like the last week or so, a little bit, I have finally, I know I was going back and forth on what to do between Cayos with the cooldown being what it is now. But what I finally settled on as a routine in between Cayos, I've decided that the Dre mission is not a good, between Cayo activity to do, at least not if you're trying to maximize the money you want to make. I can make more money more quickly grinding small stuff than trying to bang out that Dre mission. And I guess it maybe depends on you as a player. There's another YouTuber out there. He's kind of new, but he's been exploding. He's called Pubarama. And he did a video last week showing that he could complete the Dre missions in about an hour, or an hour and 20 minutes. Now, I've tried to replicate what he does, and man, stuff just... maybe I'm just not as good of a player as he is, but stuff just does not work out for me the way it did for him, as he, showed in his video. Most notably, I'll say, in the party mission, which was, I think, in the second act, like the final mission of that, where you go to the party and you blow up the DJ and then you got to chase the guy in the helicopter and all that. He did give me one good tip. He made me aware. I was not aware that you could call your Toreador in for that mission. I wasn't aware of that. You cannot call your oppressor, I don't think, not your Mark II. But if you have a Toreador in a garage, you can call for that. And the Toreador is a great vehicle to use for that. But, a key difference for me was in his video, he's able to lock onto that helicopter with his Toreador. my Toreador would not lock onto that helicopter. I don't know if I'm not getting close enough or something, but it seemed like I was pretty close, and I've certainly seen it lock onto things that were further away than that, but for whatever reason, I couldn't lock on. So I ended up having to go all the way to the yacht. I didn't manage to take the helicopter down, so I ended up having to go out to the yacht. But again, the Toreador is very useful for that mission, absolutely. I blew up the party really fast. Even going out to the yacht, I took the Toreador out there, and when I was done, I was able to jump back in the water and just take the Toreador home. And as I'm zooming along with the boost along the roads, I was able to just take out the like the Merryweather security guys. I don't know if they're Merryweather or private security or whatever they are, but I was able to take them out on the way back. So definitely learned a lot about it, but in the end, I am not able to complete the entire Dre thing in an hour and 20 minutes. I want to say it takes me closer to 2 hours. But in that time, I can cycle other stuff that's more valuable. And so what I've been doing in between Cayos, and this is my routine now, is I kind of base it on 48 minutes, beginning with the what I'm doing right now, the warehouse agents. I'll set all my agents in motion, get them collecting crates, and then I will do the ammunition sale out of the bunker, and then the mixed goods sale out of my office. And of course, I will session jump to each of those. I won't like take the time to fly all the way out to them, so I'm going as quickly as possible. I can finish both of those sales, ammunition and mixed goods, inside of 10 minutes, usually less than 10 minutes, in fact, 7-8 minutes, and that's 100 grand right there. So that's a quick way to knock out 100 grand. And then if you do it in that order, ammunition first and then the mixed goods sale, you're ending up down at the docks, so you can just head right over to the payphone and do a payphone hit. So now you've got 185, and you've barely spent 15 minutes yet so far. After that, I will jump into my clubhouse, and I will start cycling the life and death bike sale over and over until I get the time, the cooldown for payphone hit is over with again. Hold on a second, I gotta call Tony here. I don't think my nightclub is at 100% yet. And I still gotta collect my safes and do my lucky wheel spin too. And then nightclub sale. Yeah, we're at 90%. Okay. So I'll just do life and death bikes over and over until I can do payphone hit again, and basically I'll cycle between them until that 48-minute is done, and then I will go back. Okay, what's the mission? Okay, destroying supply trucks. Fine. Actually, I'm going to take this one out first over here. So I found that cycling that stuff is producing about 1.2 to maybe even like 1.5, 1.8 million in between Cayos. So I think I'm at least at the same pace, if not faster, than if I were trying to do the Dre mission. Because the Dre mission, I just can't finish it that quickly the way Kubarama seems to be able to. So anyway, that's what I've settled on now for my routine in between Cayos. Obviously, with the nerf done to Cayo, between the primary target almost always being, you know what? Actually, I better head up north and get this guy. I haven't done this this nightclub popularity mission in quite a while. I kind of forgot about it. You should take care of the out of town ones first, so that you can finish up in town. But anyways, it's with the nerfs to Cayo. Mostly, of course, the cooldown, not being able to run it back to back. And then, of course, with the nerfs to the targets, where it's basically tequila over and over and over again. Definitely not making as much money with Cayo anymore as we used to. So that's been a big hit against the grind, I want to say. I feel like if they hadn't nerfed Cayo, we might have been done with this grind already. But these last few months, having to figure out a new way of doing things, having to change up what we do. But like I've said before, and I do stick by this, I do think that it's a little more interesting now than it used to be. as far as like variety of activity that I've been engaging in. So yeah, I'm not making money as quickly as I was before in the game, but I'm probably having a little bit more fun, and it's not quite as tedious as just running Cayo Perico over and over and over again the way I was before. So, it's, I guess, 6 half dozen of the other. And at this point, we're so close. I think, let's see. So we'll hit 875 tonight. I can typically get at least one Cayo and the nightclub sale and maybe one cycle of all the other stuff, plus the safes and stuff. I can usually get all that done at least once a day, even when I'm working. Not like while I'm working, but like, in the few hours I have before I work each night. And so I'm going to say we'll probably, I don't think we'll be able to hit 900 million this Friday. Like I'm planning on streaming this Friday night, like the normal Friday night stream. I don't think we'll be able to hit 900 million then, but I do think there's a chance we could have it by a week from today. We could be at 900 million. With that in mind, we'll be in the final stretch. We'll only have 100 million left to go to hit the billion. And I'm working all this week and all next week. But then I have the rest of the month off. The next couple of weeks I have off for Christmas and New Year's and stuff. And I won't be back on shift until after New Year. And I am planning on sitting down and just grinding the heck out of this game. So I think, even if we don't hit 900 million until next week, even if it's as far out as next week, Friday, I think we'll very, very definitely get to the $1 billion mark by the end of the month, by New Year's. And that's my plan. That's what I'm planning on doing. So anyways, that's where we're at on this. Let's go blow up this last truck. And then I do got to collect the safe money. And I should have 250 at my agency and 100 at the arcade, or at least something close to that. And then I've got my lucky wheel spin too at the casino. And then I'm going to do my nightclub sale, which we'll see where that's at. I'm hoping that should be over $1 million. And looks like the nightclub's back up to 50 grand too. When I've been AFKing away from the game, I've been keeping my character parked right in front of the safe in the nightclub, so that the money just goes directly into my character instead of maxing out in the safe. That's actually really useful for the first few hours while you're still making a ton of money. But if you were going to do that for days, like if you were going to walk away from the game for like 3 or 4 days, I would recommend you do it in your agency instead, because that never goes under 20 grand if you've got your 200 missions done. Whereas the nightclub gets down to like, 3,000 or something when your popularity goes all the way down. So it depends how long you're going to be away from the game. I kind of wish during November, when I was away for so long, I really didn't have my guy AFKing the entire time. And if I did, I would have just parked him in front of the agency safe and let him sit there for like a week or two and collect 20 grand every 48 minutes. It would have been a big help to the grind, actually, when I wasn't able to play. All right, let's get this. Yep, 250. Oh, hey, Zeffy, man. How you doing, buddy? Yep, everything is great, man. The dog is back almost to 100%. In fact, I'm going to say she pretty much is back to 100%. And I'm pretty much recovered, obviously, from my bronchitis and stuff. I can finally talk again. I've actually been recovered from the bronchitis for a while, though, like weeks now. It was mostly just the dog stuff the last couple weeks was the main thing. How you been, man? Things going good on your side of town? Need ammo. I don't even remember when I used my guns. It must have been yesterday sometime. Apparently I was shooting something. Yeah, I was using all my weapons. Okay, not my sniper though. Let's go through these real quick. Wow, and my armor was low too. Okay, well, good thing I stocked up here. Oh, might have a cold. Well, sir, I hope that doesn't become like bronchitis or anything for you like it did to me, man. Dude, that was absolutely terrible. That bronchitis was unreal. I was saying earlier, I haven't been that sick in 15 years, probably. I was blown away. And my wife and my kids too, man, they were like, you need to go to the doctor. You really, and I'm like, no, I'll be okay, man. I just need some time, man. It'll clear up. And it wasn't. It was not clearing up. So I finally, gave in. And my wife actually is the one who convinced me to go. She said, the dog surgery is coming up and you're going to need to be caring for the dog, a lot after the surgery. You better get yourself better. And that was what kind of convinced me. I'm like, yeah, she's right about that. And when I went in, the doctor listened to me. He's like, yeah, you're bad. He says, you've got bad bronchitis. And it looks like maybe they took an x-ray and they said, it looks like you may even have a little pneumonia in your lungs there. Like he was seeing like some big mass in my lungs of stuff. It's kind of gross, but you know what I mean. So anyway, that was really something. But once he got me on the antibiotics and stuff and some breathing treatment stuff, after a week or so, it cleared up pretty good. So, and then I was able to do this stuff for the dog. So that was the most important part. On a brighter note, I did make a Black Friday purchase, guys. I managed to get a hold of a PS5. I bought the God of War edition, digital edition. I don't really need the PS5, and I'm probably not going to play it very much. But given the scarcity of it, I kind of felt like I don't know moving forward, especially because I want the digital edition. You know what? I'm going to go do my Lucky Wheel spin before I do the casino stuff. I wanted the digital edition because I had my PS4 Pro before I got the Xbox Series X that I'm playing on now. And for the games that I had on that, I never bought a single physical media game ever. I downloaded every single game I played. So I didn't feel like I needed the version with the drive in it. And I wasn't willing to pay the extra money for that. So I had been wanting a PS5 digital edition. But if you ever watched like the PS5 drops, if you remember, that was a thing like last year, people try to snag one when they drop in stock at Target or wherever, Best Buy. And people would try to snag them and they'd be gone in like 30 seconds. The real hard one to get was the digital edition. I'm not kidding you. I tried to snag the digital edition so many times from Target on their drops, and I'd get it in my cart and I would go to checkout, and in less than 30 seconds, it wouldn't be available anymore. Whereas the one with the drive was usually available. Ah, man, clothing, really? That sucks. Anyways, the one with the drive was usually available for a few minutes. Like you had a good 2 to 3 minutes to get it. I could have gotten the one with the drive a few times, but I was not willing to spend that extra money for something I'm never going to use. The game takes ammo away from me almost every day. Yeah, GD. You know what? Hey, how you doing, buddy, by the way? You know how many times I log in and my RPGs are completely gone? My rocket launcher is empty. I've got none. That happens to me pretty often, too. So I know what you're saying with that. But anyways, on the PS5 thing, so I wasn't willing to buy the one with the disc because I just didn't need it. But the digital one was so hard to get. So on Black Friday, lo and behold, my local Target claimed to have 3 digital edition with God of War in stock. I didn't really believe it. I was like, yeah, we'll see. So I went ahead and I placed the order online for in-store pickup, and I got a confirmation half an hour later saying, yep, we're working to get it ready. And then I got an email. I was still expecting an email saying, sorry, we don't have it. Oh, I got a mission here. Pass out in VIP. I'm going to do that real quick while I'm in here just to get it done and keep my nightclub popularity up. But they emailed me a little bit later and said, hey, it's ready for pickup. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Like I didn't really believe, and I still didn't until I got into the store and had it in my hands. I'm like, I didn't think I could get it. I was very surprised. Now, I don't really need it, and I'm not really playing it very much. I've played a little bit of God of War, but to be honest with you, I really want to get this $1 billion grind before I focus on anything else. I want to get this straightened out first. Where are we taking this guy? Oh, pillbox. Okay, cool. This one's pretty easy. Only thing that sucks about these missions is you have to drive so slow or they get spooked out, and that's kind of annoying. The worst is when you have to drive them up to Sandy Shores, though. That's like excruciatingly annoying. I never had the money when they're in stock. You know, I can't. If I'm being really, really honest, fiscally, it's not a big deal, but I can't really justify the purchase right now because I don't need it, and I've got Game Pass Ultimate, and there's so much stuff I want to do on Xbox that I'm never going to have the time to play this thing. I guess I just got it because I'm not sure the way things are going these days. I'm not sure if it'll be easily available, like even 2 years from now. I don't know. I don't know, man. It's we're in a really weird place economically and everything these days. So I figured since it was there, I better just grab it when I can. And if it has to sit, you know, on the shelf for a while, it'll sit on the shelf. Like I said, I played it a little bit. God of War is okay. I understand it's a really popular game, but it doesn't grab me that much. I'm kind of like on it. But there are other games I do want to play. I want to play the Spider-Man game on it. There's a few other titles. I was kind of looking them up, watching some YouTube videos, like the best games on PS5 right now. It seems like everything that's decent is out on PS4 too, though. So, like, do you really need a PS5 to even play this game? I don't know. We'll see. But I do have it now. So PS5 Digital Edition is now in my arsenal of things to play on. So eventually you'll probably see some videos from me doing some PS5 games, which will be weird. Although if you go back and look at the earlier videos back from like 2018 and stuff, a lot of that was on PS4. Let me deposit my cash here. Man, 700 grand. Wish I had that in real life so easy. So 873 million, and let's see what we got for nightclub sale here. If my guy would sit down. There we go. $1.2 million. All right, that's decent. I think I should have a bunker sale too, I would think. But I'm going to do Cayo first. All right, which one is this going to be? Actually, I should have listened to Tony. That tells you what the mission's going to be. It's a 20-minute one. Not that it'll take that long. Rendezvous. Okay, cool. So it's going to be shooting off the flare for the helicopter and then following the helicopter to the delivery. There's 3 different versions of that. This is probably one of the more annoying ones for like distance that you have to go. We're going to end up dropping it off way out in like Sandy Shores, kind of like by the cocaine lockup. But that's all right. I do like the other one more though, where you can go up to Mirror Park, shoot your flare there, and then you just take it down by the docks, like where you drop off the long fin for Cayo prep. That's my favorite version of this mission. Much shorter. Oops, there we go. I thought I was going to hit that tree. This is like the worst vehicle too for the vehicles you have for nightclub deliveries. This thing is just a mess as far as like being able to steer and stuff like that. It's heavy, it's slow, it doesn't steer well, it doesn't handle well. And half the time they want you to drive it up through the mountains. I won't do that. I'll never drive this thing through the mountains. All right, so what do we got? Flare gun, there we go. Let's get his attention. Sometimes it's fun to shoot the people and watch them catch on fire. But I'm not feeling particularly sadistic tonight. Oh, I hear. And this is what, 1.2 million? I did have something funny happen. I wish I had been recording. I failed a $1.5 million crate sale, large warehouse crate sale the other week. One of the few times I was able to get in and play a little bit. Of course, it was the plane. The what's it called, the Titan mission. What else would it be? That's the one you always got to fail. I took off, and there were 10 drops, and so the first thing I did was jumped in a buzzard, and I flew through all of them looking for enemy buzzards and Valkyries, because if a lot of times when you have the Titan with the 10 drops, you've got some enemies you're gonna have to deal with, and it's best to go take those out first and then jump in the Titan and go make the deliveries. It's a lot easier that way, even though it is kind of time consuming. Well, this time I flew through, there were no enemies. I'm like, so I get in the plane and I take off, and all of a sudden I start getting alerts that the cops can see me at this altitude. Now, I'm familiar with this mission. I've done this mission before. You basically have to stay under a certain altitude so that the cops' radars can't see you. But because I wasn't really ready for it, and also I will say, remember, this was in the middle of, November, like a week or so in November. I hadn't been playing the game hardly at all, so I was kind of rusty. And it just took me by surprise. And I wanted to change my radar view to the smaller radar view so that I could see the altitude indicator. Because with the large radar view like I have right now, if you're flying a plane, you don't get those altitude lines to be able to see, what altitude you're at. And so I'm frantically trying to change that. For whatever reason, I forget that in a plane you can just hit down on D-pad and change it, and you're fine, and it'll even stay that way when you're flying. I completely forget about that. I'm mucking around trying to get into the settings to change it. I'm trying to get the settings changed before I, crash the plane. And in my panic, I hit Y. And I bailed out of the plane while it was flying, and I was right in the middle of the city. And so as soon as I realized I did that, I tried really hard to jump sessions before I hit the ground and before the plane exploded. But I just couldn't get it done, and I ended up losing 1.5 million. So anyways, that was one mishap I had doing this the other week. It was my welcome back to the game, I guess you could say. But I did get the rest of them sold just fine. All right, so we got this done. And now let's go do Cayo. I want to say it's a ruby necklace Cayo. And I think I've got 2 Cocos too. We'll see in a minute when I jump over there.
All right, well, the buyer's got the product and you got the profits.
All right, so what are we... I'll have to wait for this to clear off the screen here. Hold on. I'm also up to like level 426, almost 427. That's the other thing. I don't even pay attention to my RP, but it just, because I'm doing all this stuff. So yeah, we're at 874. So Cayo will put us over 875, which is cool. I think I'll just set settings. Spawn location. Oh, it's already Kasaka. Invite only. I don't know if I said this before I went away. Like I said, my last stream was on Halloween night. But you guys may remember that I was running into a problem with the expanded enhanced edition of this game, where I would get the infinite loading screen on the Cayo scope out mission. What I have discovered, as I kept trying to find a solution to that, is that the problem is, for me anyways, is doing it in an invite-only session. Even if I don't spawn in the Kasaka, if I spawn in my bunker and then go out to the Kasaka, if I'm in an... I'm going to change my radar settings before I go to Cayo. Hold on. Even if I spawn in the bunker and then go out to the Kasaka and do the mission, I mean, a lot of times, I want to say anywhere from 30 to 40% of the time, I'm getting this infinite loading screen. You fly the Vellum into the circle to go to Cayo to scope out. You hear the sound, the screen goes black, and then you forever have the little swirly thing in the lower right corner, and it never takes you to Cayo. It's an infinite loading screen. And your only option is to exit the game. And for me at that point, I'll usually also reboot my Xbox just in case it's having trouble. But what I found was if I do that mission in a public session instead of a private session, it's never done that to me, not even one time. Not even once. I've probably done, I don't know, 10 or 15 Cayos now, doing the scope out beginning in a public session, and I've never gotten the infinite loading screen. So that seems to be the fix for that now. We'll see over time if I eventually get it again, but if I do it from an invite-only session, it tends to glitch out on me pretty frequently. And I don't expect Rockstar will fix that anytime soon, because you know they don't fix anything that interferes with you earning money in game. From their perspective, it's an easy solution. Just buy a shark card. Rockstar. All right, so I've got, 2 Cocos at North Dock, which is cool. It is on each side of the water, which kind of sucks, but it's fine. Daytime, because I hate Cayo at night. And let's go. Let's knock this out. This will put us over the 875 mark. Man, how many times have I done Cayo Perico? And if they hadn't nerfed it, I would have done it so many more times too at this point by now. Crazy. Yeah, you're right, Pavel. Here we are again. For the billionth time, man. I bet I've done this 500 times, like across all accounts and stuff. I bet I've done it 500 times. It's fine. Let's knock this out. Oof, that boat's going to drift a little. Take this guy out, wait for the Jeep to go by. Got the timing down. Pop him. Coco is going to be up at the second lockup. A little bit further up over there, not this one right here. So I have to avoid the camera. You know, that's another change that came in with the changes to Cayo. Back in the day, this camera on this lockup, it was there sometimes, but a lot of times it wasn't. But it got added in permanently with the Cayo nerf. Is he going in? Okay. Oh, I'm stuck on the wall. I got to get in before the camera sees me. Okay, let's take this guy out. Grab the Coco. Michael DeSanta returns. Have they officially announced that? I haven't watched any Rockstar announcements today yet. So, as of yesterday, that was still conjecture. In fact, who was saying no Michael? Was it Hilarious? Someone was saying no Michael the other day. I don't know. I discount all rumors until I see the actual announcement from Rockstar. That's one thing this game has been terrible for, is rumors. I mean, how many GTA 6 videos have there been, and there's still not even an announcement from Rockstar that there will be? I mean, I know they've said they're working on the next installment, but you know what I mean? Nothing official. Up on a bunker cell mission. Yo, Rufus, Friday night's really better for that because Monday nights are my short stream. I have to end this stream in about 50 minutes because I work tonight. What platform are you playing on though, Rufus? Because we could hook up on Friday and get stuff done. Pop this guy. Unfortunately, I'm not playing. I'm playing on Xbox Series X, which means I cannot get in-game with you because it's not cross-platform. But I will say this, for a bunker cell mission, your best bet is to just buy a single thing of product for $75, and then your delivery will only be one vehicle then, and you should be able to do that solo. And you can do it in an invite-only session if you're worried about griefers and nobody can mess with you. So I understand if you've got like a big bunker sale going on right now and you're going to need people to do the multiple vehicles, then yeah, I get that. But my bunker sales, I always do solo, but I don't let them build up. And there's no real benefit to letting them build up, by the way, either. The value of the product out of the bunker is the same for multiple vehicles as it is for a single vehicle. So if you just do, like I say, buy 1 bar of supplies, you'll get 1 delivery vehicle, and then you'll do the one delivery. You'll earn 135,000 because you'll buy it for 75, you'll sell it for 210, and you'll earn 135K each time you do it. And it takes about 2 hours, 2.5 hours for that 1 bar of supplies to get used up. No problem, sir. No problem at all. Mr. 5 of the often changing name. How you doing? Oh, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was a rough month, man. It was a very rough month. It really put a delay in all this. It definitely held us back. We'd probably be really close to being done at this point if November hadn't happened. November was the lost month, I'm going to call it. So let's see my ancient thumbs try to do this. So much easier to do this with a mouse, I will tell you that, from having played it on PC in the past. So, Mr. 5, if you're just showing up, I was telling Zeffy earlier, I actually bought a PS5 digital edition over Black Friday. I was finally able to get my hands on one. Not that I'll be using it anytime soon, but at least I do now have it. So when I want to start creating some videos and some content, or just play some games even on that platform, I'll finally have it available to me now. I couldn't believe my local Target actually had it in stock. I was able to order it and walk in and pick it up. I honestly, right until the moment I had it in my hands, I didn't really believe it. I was like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. All the nightmare stories of people ordering and get their confirmation, then they get in the store and they're like, no, sorry, we don't have it. That was a mistake. All right, got to focus on the timing here on this one now. I found that I can run around this corner without waiting for the, what's it called, for the Juggernaut. We'll pop him. Now I'm going to watch the radar for the guy up ahead to make his turn. And now I got to jump down and pop him from behind. Come on. I don't want him to get in view of that camera. He did not drop the gate key, which is a bummer. And that delay put me off a little bit. Okay, that guy has the gate key. But I still need to take this guy out over here first. Hopefully I can get him before he turns. Got him. All right. Now we're good. We can just kind of take our time now. Got the gate keys. And we'll pop up here. Wait for this guy to come around the corner. You know, you can actually sneak by this guy. You don't have to kill this guy if you don't want to, but I guess maybe I'm sadistic. I guess what I'm worried about is coming back down. I don't know if after he goes down there, if he ever turns around and comes back up. So I don't want to leave him alive. decent on the, what's it called? Safe there. That was like almost 100 grand in the safe. Or was it? Maybe that wasn't. For some reason I thought, well, anyways. See you in a minute here. All right. Okay, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. One more print. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and there we go. So the bronchitis is gone, but I do have a really slight cough still, just really, really slight. It's not like debilitating or anything. Maybe it's just this time of year, you know? All right, we got the ruby necklace. We should top 1.5 million for this one. Like probably like maybe 1.55. I don't think we'll hit 1.6, but we'll see we'll see at the end here. Okay, one more cycle here should open it. There we go. And let's get out of here. And I'm not going to try to beat the guy by the gate. I'm going to wait for him to go by and turn around and come back. So I'll kind of hang out by the wall here for a minute while I wait for that. Yeah, because see, he's already down by the gate if you look at the radar. I also got to kind of make sure, like, in the radar down there, you can see the Juggernaut. He's going to turn to the right, which he just did, and then he's going to turn to the right again and walk away from me. I got to make sure he keeps walking away. So, like, I'm clear at the gate now, but I got to make sure the Juggernaut doesn't turn back around, because every now and then, very rarely, but it does happen, he'll get stuck on that wall trying to walk away from me, and he'll suddenly turn back around. And if he does that while I'm running to this door, he'll see me and it'll kill the whole thing. I'll have to restart it. So, anyway. Just lessons learned from having failed this mission many times. All right. So we'll pop this guy and borrow his motorcycle. And we are out of here. We'll jump into the water and do our, you know how I like to say, we'll do our Nirvana Nevermind imitation here in a minute in the water. Jump out here. Put on the mask. Swim toward the mines, which apparently, I don't know what it takes to explode these mines. I've like come up and hit them and I cannot make them explode. But waiting for the escape Cayo Perico to disappear from the screen at the bottom. Once Pavel's words are gone, and we should be clear. Yep, we're done. So just sit here a minute. And once everything disappears, there we go. Now we can do the Nirvana Nevermind cover. Which, if you know what I'm talking about, it's the baby in the pool. And kind of the camera like looking upward at it. And as Donald so kindly pointed out the other month, with this little baby wee-wee showing too. Just terrible. All right. So 1.4. Yep, it's going to be 1.57. I didn't think it would be 1.6, but it was pretty close. It'll be 1.57. There we go. And that'll put us over the 875 mark. In fact, I think that might take us like 876 some. Closing in on that 880 mark. I think we'll hit 900 million on Monday, 1 week from today. I'm expecting next week Monday's stream to be hitting 900 million legitimately. since I work all this week, I'm not going to have the time to play. I don't think I'll be able to grind all the way to 900 by Friday. So. All right. So we'll call for vehicles. And actually, I'm going to change my radar back to the expanded view. And I'm going to go check out my bunker, actually. So I don't know if Rufus is still here, but you'll see what I'm talking about. I'll do my single vehicle bunker sale, which is definitely the best way to do it if you're solo grinding. I don't like relying on randoms anyways. I don't really have a lot of friends in the game either. I mean, some of the people here I've played with, like, obviously I've played with Zephyr, I've played with Mr. Five, I've played with Yorick, and a couple others. Tim, we haven't seen Tim in quite a while though, actually. But I tend to play solo more than anything else as well. I certainly don't trust randoms. If you've ever tried to do anything with randoms, man, it just... it usually doesn't work. It doesn't usually go well. And sometimes you'll get... it's a very unique kind of griefer that you'll find in randoms. Randoms who, you know, join your stuff to quote-unquote help you. But they're really doing it just to screw you up. So you go do a bunker sale with them, they get in your vehicle, and they drive it into the ocean. And haha. So, yeah, I gave up on that years and years and years ago. How many sales have I done out of this bunker now? Let's take a look here. It'll tell me when I get in the computer here. 462. I've done 105 million worth of sales out of here. And that's pretty much at 210,000 at a time. So it's... I mean, I guess I could do the division and see what the average sale amount was, but I'm going to guess it's close to 210,000 because I pretty much always do, you know, single vehicle sales out of here. Oh boy. So will it be the Merryweather mission?
Okay, we're dropping these shipments out.
No, actually it's my favorite one. I think this is the most fun version. Where are the drops? Here? Okay. Yeah, we can do that. This is my favorite bunker sale mission. I think the dune buggies are fun. I used to hate it back in the day. In fact, when I first started doing bunker sales, this was like the mission that I loathed more than anything because these dune buggies, man, let's face it, they're absolute trash as vehicles. They have no traction. They get stuck on everything under the sun. And then the guys coming after you in the black dubstas are just ridiculously accurate with their weapons and stuff. But then to top it off, you know, on top of all that other stuff, you only have 15 minutes, and the drop locations are always in like really weird places. So you really have to kind of learn where these drop locations are because they're not like right on the road or anything. So, anyways, all that combined makes it a tough mission. But if you start doing it pretty regularly, and you start to like learn the locations and figure out the best routes and stuff like that, it's actually kind of a fun mission, and one I can usually get done pretty quickly too. I always try to finish it before getting the 5-minute warning from Agent 14. If the clock, like you can see the time remaining right now at the lower right, it's at like 13 minutes and some. When that gets down to 5 minutes, Agent 14 will text you and say, you got to get a move on. This is taking too long. To which I always respond, screw you, dude. Give me a better vehicle and don't put the drop spots in such stupid places, you know. But that's the challenge for me, is to get this whole thing done before getting that mission, getting that message. And I don't always beat it, but a lot of times I do. We'll see with this one. I can't remember the last time I did this mission, actually. I don't seem to get this as much as I used to. Wow, this thing. And it's also not very fast. Like, so not only is this vehicle like stupidly like bad traction, especially for being an off-road vehicle. You would think that these tires would grip the road or grip the ground really well, but it doesn't. It's like you're skating half the time. And it's also not really a very fast vehicle. Doesn't have much in the way of speed. Like, I've got the accelerator hammered right now, and this is as fast as it can go. All right, here we go. As soon as I make this drop, these guys are going to pop up. And when they do, all hell is going to break loose. So what I'm going to do is head back out this way to the road. Oof. Hello. And they'll probably, when they'll probably show up when I get down to the main road here at the bottom is when they'll show up. When I'm making the right onto the main road off of here. And like clockwork, there they are. Oh, crap. Okay. Wow. The one appeared in front of me. I thought I was dead there. Oh, and of course the NPCs are going to do everything they can to block me. Did you see that? Come on, man. Rockstar. Stop. Just stop. I think the bigger danger in these missions isn't even the guys that are chasing me, is the regular NPC drivers that absolutely conspire to bring me to a screeching halt so that the other guys can shoot me. I think that's the worst part of it. I'm going to take this down here. Oof. And, yep, I get stuck on the one little lip there. Now, unfortunately, that other guy down in the main... Oh, my gosh, I'm getting stuck on these walls. Yeah, he managed to... Yep. There we go. But he won't be able to do this. And, oh, did I luck out there, man. Right between those trees. I meant to do that. I did. That was skill, guys. That was skill. Yeah, right. All right. Down we go. Those guys are way behind me now, but all that means is they're going to disappear and another set's going to spawn in front of me. And I think there's 4 sets in total for this mission. So first set is been dealt with. Now we got set number 2 will spawn out in front of me here. There they are. Can I get around them? Yes, I was able to. And they're not really on my tail too much. And I want to say my best move to getting down by that one is over here. Want to jump down. All right, there we go. And now this is going to be a bit of a squeeze here. Man, they're right there. Okay, this is like poor timing for me. I probably should have waited. They're going to be right at the top waiting for me. And they're going to get me, and I'm going to die. I'm going to die because they will light me up so fast, I can't move. I got to get out of here. Got to swerve. Okay. Oh, if I'm stuck. These guys, man. Boy, some health and armor would be nice about now. Gotta try to... The one is, he's not, like, getting fooled. So I gotta get out of here. This will be a different way. Oof. At least now they're both down here. So now I can go up. Alright, there we go. There we go. We're clear. Woo, that was tight. That was very tight. He's right on my butt. Now I can blow him up, by the way. Sometimes I get so excited I forget. This thing actually has mines that I can drop behind me. But... Oh, come on. Get away. And actually, I kind of went the wrong way here. I should have... Here, I'm going to drop down. I'm going to hop up over this way. Oh, hey, we got a golden minigun from our crate warehouse agent. I'm going to take the tracks over. I don't normally go this way. Normally I get on the freeway and I take the freeway up to this next drop. I'm not going to beat that 5 minute. Actually, I can drop down here. And look at that guy. He literally swerved just to get in my face. Jerk. Anyways, oh boy. Gotta get by these guys. That's set number 3. Set number 2 gave me a lot of grief down in the drain. You know, I think I'm just going to start using my mines a little bit. Yeah, 2 for 1, not bad. I don't think I'm going to beat that 5 minute warning this time. I had too much trouble down in the drain with those guys. It's alright though. I mean, we still got plenty of time to finish the mission, and there's only one more drop after this one. It'll get revealed once I make this drop. All these guys. Get out of my face, dude. Alright. Oh, they're coming out in the grass with me. Now that I did not expect. Okay. I'm in a weird spot here. Oh, that worked out. Okay. Or did it? Yeah, it did. Okay. Back this way. Off. Cut through here. And, of course, make sure, NPCs, that you all... Look at this guy. Just make sure I can't go where I'm trying to go. Alright, so, and that was set number 4 over there, I think, by the way, too. Because set number 3, we blew up when they were coming up behind me. And so that was the last set. So now we just go to the final drop. But we're not going to make it to the final drop before Agent 14 gives me his 5 minute warning, unfortunately. So I failed on this one, but I still get all the money. So I just failed my personal objective. And it'll be smooth sailing now. There won't be any more of those enemies. And I want to say the last drop on this one, I can't really see it yet on the radar, but I want to say it's by Madrazo's ranch, where like Michael and Trevor go to meet Madrazo, and Trevor ends up kidnapping Madrazo's wife. I haven't played story mode in so long, and when I bought this expanded and enhanced edition, there's the 5 minute warning, by the way. We just got it. When I bought the expanded and enhanced edition of the game, I bought the online only, thinking that I have no intention of playing single player again. I've already finished it, I don't know how many times, but it's been a few years now. And now I'm kind of wishing I had bought the whole version of the game so that I could do story mode again in this graphical version. I might go ahead and expand it. Since I got the PS5... I looked into getting it for PS5. I thought I had heard it was free on PS5, but I guess that was just like right when it first came out or something. But now, if I want to buy the full version of the game on PS5, expanded and enhanced, it's like $30 or something, 30 or $40 even, maybe $39. All I'm going to say on that is no. I'm not buying this game again, and I'm certainly not buying it for $40. You know how many times I've bought this game? I bought it for PS3. I bought it for PC. I bought it for PS4. I bought it for... When I first got my Xbox Series X, I bought the Xbox One version, because Expanded and Enhanced wasn't out yet. I bought the Expanded and Enhanced version last March when it came out. How many times is that? I mean, you got PS3, PS4, PC, Xbox, and Xbox. So I've bought this game 5 times. And now they want me to spend $40 on it again to play it on PS5? No, man, I'm not doing it. I can't buy this game for a 6th time. So anyway, yeah. I feel like I feel like at this point they could make their 10-year-old game available for free on platforms, particularly if you own a previous version of it. Seems kind of like extremely money grubbing, and I don't have a problem with a company making profits, but come on, man. $40 for a 10-year-old game. I realize it's the new expanded and enhanced version, but come on. Anyway, so no, I'm not going to be buying it for PS5. At least I'm not planning on it. I might upgrade this one to the full version so I can play story mode on this. I think that's like either 10 or 20 bucks. 10 or 20 bucks. I might do that. We'll see. So where are we at? We're at 876 million. Nice. And I think I saw... You know what? I may as well start my cycle, my 48-minute cycle now. Because we've done Cayo. That's not going to be ready for a while. We did the nightclub sale. We did the bunker sale. So let's... you know what? I'll show you guys what I was talking about. The grind cycle I've been doing between Cayos, which is kind of related to this. So I'll do my warehouse agents first. Oh, you know what? Actually, no. I'm not going to do the whole thing. During the mission, during the bunker sale, we saw a special item got picked up in one of the warehouses. I'm going to go sell that actually instead. Although first I got to set the agents in motion here. Get on this thing. Come on. Come on. I'm thinking about getting rid of that warehouse that I just was at, the West Vinwood. I'm thinking about buying the one down like by Elysian Island. And the reason is then I would have all my warehouses kind of clustered in the same area at that point. Right now, the West Vinwood one, the one I just came from, is kind of like standing out on its own away from the others. These four are all right down the same road here, pretty much. They're in a straight line. Whoops. My guy could walk in a straight line. And which, I didn't see which warehouse it was, or I should say I don't remember which warehouse it was that got the golden chain gun, the golden minigun. I think it might be logistics, which is the next one. We'll see in a minute when I run in there. It might be visible on the shelves. Although that has been a little bit glitchy. Sometimes you see special items on the shelves, but you don't actually have any. Other times you get one, but then you go look and there's not any on the shelves. The real way to know for sure is to look at the computer. Where is the guy? We'll peek at stuff here. This is logistics. I don't see a minigun. Next up is wholesale furniture. The next one we'll go to. And I don't think it was Cyprus. I don't think so. I'm always worried I'm going to clip that roof edge there when I take off. All right, let's see what we got here.
How you doing?
No, usually they'll put it right at the beginning. I don't think it'll be over here. Nope. Okay. Well, I'll check the computers in a minute. I just need to get Cyprus going first. See, I still got a tiny bit of congestion, just a tiny little bit. Not enough to call myself sick or need medicine, but just enough to be annoying. It's the time of year, I think. Where are they? Oh, well, here's an egg. Okay, the minigun might be in Cyprus. Hold on, let me see. What's up, lady? All right. So let's look at the computer. Was it here, really? I didn't think it was here. It is. Huh, okay. Well, yep, there it is, the golden minigun. All right, well, we'll sell it out of here. So much for, I don't think it was Cyprus. So we'll see. Hopefully it's not. Oh, good, it's truck. All right. This should be pretty easy. I hate when I do these and I get the Cuban plane. And half the time they want you to land it in a place that's kind of hard to land and then fight off a bunch of enemies. But this mission is usually a lot easier. I might get jumped. Like some people, you know what? I'm not going that way. I'm going to come up one and then go down. I guess I could look at the map and see where it's at for sure, but I have a feeling that this will be the better route. It usually is. So I might get jumped by some cars chasing me along the way, or I might get jumped at the drop-off point. And then, you know, I might not get jumped at all. Sometimes you deliver these things and you never have to fight anyone, which is nice. We'll find out at the drop-off. This truck is actually really fast. And it's kind of maneuverable, but it's a little bit weird. Like, the acceleration on this thing is really weird. It'll usually accelerate really suddenly. Oof. You gotta be careful I don't damage the truck too much. It'll usually accelerate really suddenly when there's something solid in front of you. And then if there's nothing solid in front of you, it'll just take off kind of slower. But it does have a good top speed. In fact, I think I could probably finish a time trial on this thing, and some of them anyways. I don't know. That might be like wildly inaccurate. I don't know. But we'll see. But turning it is another story. It seems to like have decent handling, but then sometimes you go to turn, man, and it just does not do what you expect it to do. All right, we'll see if we get jumped here at the drop-off. Nope, no jump. Okay, cool. Well, that was about as easy as it gets for a warehouse sale. And now that we've done the now that we've done like all the warehouse agents and we did the sale, I think what I'll probably do is I've still got another 20 minutes before I have to end the stream. So I'm going to start into that grind cycle I was telling you guys about. So usually as soon as I'm done with the agents, what I will do is I'll set my spawn point to my Chumash bunker, which is the best location for a bunker in my mind. And I'll jump to another invite-only session, and it'll put me in the bunker. And I will do the ammunition sale. Actually, I've also learned something new about the ammunition sale that it took me a little while to figure out. You know, sometimes the enemies that come after you... Wow, excuse me. Like I said, a little bit of congestion still. Sometimes there's no enemies at all. Sometimes the enemies that come after you are slow and clumsy and they don't really amount to much. But sometimes in this mission, the enemies that come after you are really, really fast and you can't outrun them. You cannot outrun them. And they will melt you in less than a second. If they get a good beat on you and fire, you will die even with full health and full armor. They'll drop you like that. So those guys are pretty annoying. Here we go. Oh, also, if it's okay, now it's a decent location. If it's all the way on the other side of the map, at that gas station that's like in the middle of the highway on the other side. If you've played single player, it's where you drive up and meet those two guys racing in their cars when you've got Michael and Trevor dressed as cops, but you drive up as Franklin and you challenge those guys to the race. Anyway, that's the location. If the delivery location for ammunition is all the way out there, I will usually jump session again because it's a really long drive and this vehicle is ridiculously slow. So anyways, what I was saying, what I discovered about this mission recently is if you get the enemies that are really fast that come after you, the problem I had with them is that, looks like it's going to be no enemies, by the way. The problem I had with them is that you can't shoot backwards. Like, I can't shoot them if they're coming after me. But what I discovered that you can do, and I didn't know this until recently, you can use sticky bombs. And those you can throw backwards. So if you're decent with sticky bombs throwing back at cars that are coming after you, you do have that option against those guys. And that has saved me a few times. Now, it's also screwed me a few times because I'm looking backwards trying to throw a sticky bomb at them, and inevitably an NPC car in front of me will just, decide to come to a complete stop and bring me to a complete stop, at which point those guys will pull up next to me and melt me. I'm done. So it doesn't always go well, but at least you have some fighting options against them, because I didn't think you had any. I thought you pretty much had to stay, with your back to them so that they couldn't shoot you very well. And then, of course, you just had to be creative with driving to try to keep them from cutting you off and stopping you. And it can be really frustrating, man, because they have a huge, huge speed advantage over you. You cannot outrun them. So, anyways, it's good to know you can use sticky bombs, and that you can throw backwards. So this is about as easy as this gets. There were no enemies coming after me at all in this version of the mission. So we'll drop this off, and then I will jump sessions into my office, and I will do a mixed goods sale out of my office. And that, I can usually finish both of these in less than 10 minutes, usually like 7-8 minutes, and that's a quick 100 grand. So it's good for the grind, and I usually include it as part of my my 48-minute cycle when I'm doing the warehouse agents. So warehouse agent, ammunition sale, mixed goods sale, and then that'll finish you up at the docks. So let's change to Maze Bank Tower. Jump to a new invite only. And since you finish up the mixed goods sale at the docks, you can go straight into a payphone hit after that. So it's a really good grind. It's a really good grind pattern to get into. And like I said, you can earn more money doing that, or equal anyways, as if you were doing the Dre mission out of your agency. Now, it depends how quickly you can finish the Dre mission. If you're one of those guys that can finish the entire Dre thing from beginning to end in like an hour and 20 minutes, then you might be better off doing that in your, in between your Cayos. But I can't finish it that fast. I'm just not that good at it. So export mixed goods, and then always just exit in your buzzard here. It's the quickest way out of here. Man, I need a glass of water or something. All right. Okay, Lupe tells you where it's at, and you know what? This is what I like. This is the reason why I'm thinking about moving that West Vinwood warehouse to the one down by Elysian Island. I'm delivering this to the docks. Look where it is, man. It's at my Cypress location. I mean, it just doesn't get any closer than that. This is a really, really short drive. The only thing that can mess this mission up is if you get the wanted level. So there's like 3 different versions of this mission too. Sometimes you get a wanted level with the cops. Sometimes you get chased by NPC guys who are mediocre at best. And then sometimes nothing. No cops, no guys chasing. Which is obviously the easiest. And obviously what I got for the ammunition sale a moment ago. If I get a wanted level, that does mess this one up a little bit because I can't deliver it until I lose them. But it's okay. If that happens, I do know where to go to lose them. I'll just jump on the train tracks and drive into a tunnel. But if that doesn't happen, then this is going to be pretty cool. Look how close we are to the docks. Does not get any easier than that. So looks like, man, talk about easy missions, man. no wanted level, no guys. I messed myself up on that, but no guys chasing. Basically, both Ammunition and this had no chasing. It's pretty cool. Yeah, sounds like my music's a little messed up from Spotify. Yeah, I'm gonna reset that in a second after I just deliver this. That's weird. Alright. Just kill Spotify. Relaunch. Why is it installing Spotify? Really? Okay, there we go. Go back here. I'm just going to start the stream music over from the first song. Is it not playing? There we go. Okay. All right, so we get that done. Call for my Mark II. And since we're down at the docks from the mixed goods sale, going to go ahead and do a payphone hit right from here too. And I think after careful consideration, my least favorite payphone hit is the oh good lord, the pop star, and the version of that where you have to try to run into him with a truck. That is the most annoying version of this mission. So we'll hope we don't get that one.
Hey, partner.
So request payphone hit.
Yeah, I got it.
We'll ring here. So hopefully we don't get the pop star. And if we do, hopefully it won't be the one with the truck. Now you all heard me say that, so you know what's going to happen, right?
Hey, look, today's target.
Nope, cautionary tale. So it's going to be the co-founder. He'll be holed up at a hotel somewhere. And either we'll have to take his car, install a bomb, wait for him to get into it, and catch it on fire, or snipe it. Set the target on fire while they're in it. Okay. I got to give a big thanks to Yorick on this one. If you guys have been around, you know Yorick watches sometimes, and we've played with him a few times. Check out his YouTube channel, Yorick VM. He gave me a tip. I thought that you had to do this with the, what's it called? The Molotov cocktail. I thought you had to use the Molotov cocktail to set this guy's car on fire. And I failed so many times with that. Either I missed or it caught his car on fire, but it didn't burn enough to blow up and he didn't die. And just, I would fail, pretty regularly with that. What Yorick taught me is you can actually do this with a gun. You don't have to use a Molotov cocktail. So let me steal this cab, which is always here. I don't know what these people are doing here, but anyways, I don't know if there's something to do with... Is this guy actually... Really? Okay, dude.
I'll fuck you up, no problem.
Will ya? Will you really? Yeah? Anyways. Oh, now everyone's all freaked out. So, anyways, I will block his car in so that he can't pull off too easy. And I'll also grab this SUV and I'll park it like behind his car, like sideways. So he won't really be able to move the car when he gets in. And, apparently such great AI with these NPCs. Apparently the fact that, a cab and a SUV are parked in such a way that he can't move the car is not enough to make him think that maybe he shouldn't get in. But what I learned from Yorick was once he's in there, I can set this car on fire with my assault shotgun. I did not have to use the Molotov, which is pretty cool. So... you can see there's the checkout countdown. Let's actually bring this maybe a little closer. You can see the checkout countdown in the lower right corner. So he's going to come out in about 55 seconds. So I just have to kind of hang out here. You can't get a wanted level right now, so if I wanted to, I could like wreak havoc on NPCs and stuff, but sometimes if I'm bored, I'll do that, but I also don't want to waste the ammo. The important thing is to make sure he doesn't see you before he gets in his car. A couple times when that's happened, he'll freak out and run. He'll somehow know that you're there for him. I mean, I guess I could hide on the other side of that wall back there by the pool, too. I could probably do that, too. But, whatever. This is where I usually hide. And I just watch his car around the corner here. 5 more seconds. Well, 6, 5. Here we go. And he's out. So we'll give him a moment. Come down the stairs. You'll also see the prostitute that was in the room with him. She's going to come running out here too in a minute. It's always tempting to kill her too when she runs by. But if you do before he gets in his car, that will alert him, and he'll freak out, and then you'll fail the mission. So here she goes. She's going to run. I just got to wait for him to come out. He's got to be getting... There he is. Yep. So, okay. He's going to get in his car. And now, instead of using the Molotov, I can just do this. There we go. What? Ha. I swear to God, guys, that is not the way that usually goes. Assassination bonus failed. That usually works, and I get the full bonus for it. Okay. Well, that sucks. I'm only going to get 15 grand, and and I've got the cops on me too. Although I think I can probably call Lester on that. Guys, I don't know why that did that. I've done this 100 times, and well, I'm probably not that many, but you know what I mean. Many, many times, and that usually works. I'm wondering if I was kind of far back from the car when I started shooting, and I'm wondering if some of my shotgun blast hit him directly, and if maybe that's why. Maybe that's why it failed. It counted my gunshot maybe as part of what killed him, which could be why. Anyways.
Hey, how can I help?
Oh, I cannot call Lester. Well,
Okay.
anyway.
Some other time.
So yeah, we didn't get the bonus 75 grand, which sucks. Or 70 grand. So we only got 15 grand for that. Normally you get 85,000 for that. And that was a fail. That was a fail. I'm guessing it's what I said, though. I'm guessing I was too far back. And probably what ended up happening was some of the shotgun blast got him and helped hurt his health. So it wasn't considered a full kill by the car fire. So, but normally that does work fine, and you do not have to use a Molotov cocktail. What I'll usually do after that is I'll start doing the life and death bikes stuff, because I'd have 20 minutes. After finishing that, I'd have 20 minutes till I can do the next payphone hit. So I'll usually go to my my biker club and start doing life and death bikes, which is a good mission to do. It pays about 75 grand. You can finish it in under 10 minutes, and you can cycle it, you know, depending on which version of it you get. You can finish it in anywhere from like 6 minutes to 9 minutes, really, once you're decent at it. And it pays, like I say, about 75. Street brakes, turbo tuning, suspension, and I'll do this once in a while too, but I will not usually, unless I feel like messing around like in a public lobby with other people, I won't usually do these deliveries myself. Custom chin spoiler. Fenders and grill. Painted arch. And intercooler. Exposed intercooler. Wheel type is going to be track. Exos. I don't even know which one that is. Boy, those blue wheels look awful on this thing. And confirm. It's a mid-range. So, if you guys have been doing this, you know, Rockstar claimed during the summer DLC that they were going to fix the problem where when you have your staff deliver it, you know, it always takes tons of damage and you don't get like the full money for it. And they claimed they were going to fix that so that you had much more of a chance to have them deliver it with no damage. I will tell you from experience, I have done this, you know, who knows how many times since that change was made and let them deliver. I don't think I've ever seen them deliver without damage to the car. I've never gotten full money for when they deliver. If you want full money for these deliveries, you have to deliver them yourself. But to be honest with you, it's kind of not worth the time. You'd be better off letting them deliver, take a little less money for it, and then go do something else to earn more. And in the same amount of time, you'll end up money ahead. So, tailgate, D-badge, and then the grill, black grill. Install new wheels, high-end, Cheetah RR, not Cheetah Carbon RR. There we go. Confirm, mid-range again. Now this one you gotta wait a second, and then you can have the staff deliver. And usually when I do these, the next thing I'll do is head over to my biker shop, and there should be a motorcycle to deliver, which I do like doing that. And unfortunately with that one, you cannot have the staff deliver. You have to deliver that one yourself. So let's see if we have a bike to deliver. We should. I haven't done it since yesterday, and there's usually a few hours in between these. So it's not something that I do like every single cycle. Yep. And I cannot be a CEO when I do this, though. You don't have to be a biker president, but you cannot be a CEO, or else it won't let you deliver. Respray straw brown, really? Transmission, street, and turbo tuning, and then street brakes. Okay. Air filters, medium pod, shifters and exhaust, Pisswasser suicide shifter. There it is. And then chrome wide boy. There's so many options on these things. Hot plate. I don't know that one. Should have just gone up though. Okay, hot plate. Confirm and deliver. Now, sometimes you have to deliver this all the way out to Paleto Bay, which sucks. It especially sucks if you've got like the trike or the four-wheeler or something, or one of the really slow. Actually, the worst is if you get a Faggio and you have to deliver it to Paleto Bay. It's going to be a long drive at that point, or a long ride. But these, what is he doing? Okay. I'm actually going to head up here next to Tinsel Tower. I feel like this would be a more straight shot. If I can avoid making like a lot of turns and stuff, I will, just because the more straight shot you have, the less the NPCs will interfere with you, I feel like. Although, straight shot on this road is not so great because it's pretty narrow, and the NPCs will definitely be more of a factor here. Whew. Close. Close, close. I mean, I could always back off the speed a little bit, but what fun is that? But the point is, you don't want to damage the vehicle. You want to get full money for it as much as possible. All right, what are we? Where are we? Ah, there it is. Cool, cool, cool. Boom. And then if this were my normal grind, if I weren't going to be like working in a little while, this is when I would start. I would switch to my biker club, and I would start doing life and death bikes. And actually, I gotta wait for the mission thing to end so I can call for my vehicle. Wow, that car almost hit me. Okay. Okay, this is a weird spot to spawn my bike. On my Mark II. Let's see if they have a life and death bikes on the board for the biker club. We're getting to the end here. It is 8 o'clock and I work at 9. The latest I can stream is to 8:30, and that causes things to be a little tight for getting ready for work. But I want to see if I can just knock out a life and death bikes here too, since I've been mentioning it. At least show it if people aren't familiar with it. It's the best biker contract to do, in my opinion. There's 3 different versions of it. The differences being which enemies you're facing. If it's the Lost MC, it's the worst version. It's probably going to take you the better part of 10 minutes to finish, because you're going to have to drive all the way up to that bar that's like up by the military base. Yeah, life and death bikes is on the board. So you can walk up here. You can found the motorcycle club here by hitting A, and then you can go to the contracts. So we'll go up. Here's life and death bikes. So the best version of it is the Kang Pai or whatever, because for that you just have to drive to a place right in the city, kind of by like the by the Wee Wing monument thing, and that one you can finish in about 6 minutes because you don't have to drive so far. And then the middle version of that is the Vagos. Oh, it's going to be the Vagos. Okay. So for the Vagos, we're going to go up to the oil fields once we're done. And so that one usually takes about 7 or 8 minutes. You can tell how long you've taken by the time remaining in the lower right there. So you see we started at 30 minutes. So I'm going to guess we'll finish this around like 22, unless things go really, really wrong. So we'll see. We'll see. But it's essentially the same mission for all 3, no matter who the enemy is. The only differences are where you have to go once you have it. It's also a different house for each one, too. Like, this is the house for the Vagos, but there's like 2 different houses this can be at, too, depending on whether it's Kang Pai or the Lost. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Kang Pai, Kang Pei, what? It's like spelled kind of weird. And oh wow, Pecans, how you been, man? I'm doing very well. I hope you're enjoying your holidays, sir. Haven't seen you for a while. Now let's take this guy out. I don't think there's anyone over there, no. That's the other difference, is the placement of these guys in the house is a little bit different for each one too. But if you do it enough times, you'll get to know them. Is this guy in here? Yeah, he is. Okay. So there's 3 switches you got to try. One will shock you. Speak of the devil. One will alert the alarm and stuff, and the third one will reveal the elevator, which is what you want. Yeah. Well, we're gonna get to see all 3 on this one. And it's randomized. It's not always the same switch. So that's why you got to kind of try all 3. If you get lucky, you reveal the elevator on the first one. Doing good, but my cousin broke my nose on Thanksgiving. Oh, geez, dude. That's obviously not good. If you don't mind telling, how did he break his nose, man? What happened? Oh, take these guys out. Oh, I'm having to change ammo. Okay, so we're gonna grab the death bike. I'm gonna at least get my armor on. And now I'm gonna have to drive over to the oil fields. So here we go. And you guys should be familiar with this road. This is the road that if you play story mode and you're chasing with Mike and Franklin, if you're chasing the tennis pro, you're going the other direction up that road. I'm going to head down here. I'll read, Pecans, I'll read that in a second. I've got a high-speed situation here. Gotta be careful on this thing. And that's probably where I mess up the worst in this mission, is when I'm driving this death bike at like high speed through traffic, and either I'll get caught on a pole somewhere, or some obstacle, or an NPC car will screw me up. That's probably where the most mistakes are made. But I'm just going to take this. I'm not going to follow the radar. What's the word? Navigation, whatever. GPS. I'm not going to follow the GPS navigation because I know it's quicker to just come this way up rather than what it was trying to say I should do. In fact, now at this point, it's probably corrected. Yeah, it has. There's no point in jumping on the freeway right there. Let me cut through here. Try not to hit a car or a pole. Like I said, that's what messes me up more than anything else in this mission, is crashing this thing. But usually I can finish this in about 8 minutes, so we've got 3 minutes left. Actually, might be a little slow on this one. And they are up here in the oil fields. And you have to kill them, and you have to blow up their cars. So, whoops. Let's just get in there and get kind of aggressive with them. I'm gonna blow up their cars, which takes out half of them. Wow, that guy is like... And they've got like motorcycles and stuff too. And oh, look at, she's still standing, huh? You know what? Wow, got her directly. Missed him, got him directly, and that's all. And you can tell by the radar if there's no more of those red crosshairs left.
You get it done? Wish I could have rolled with you on this one. Don't do nothing stupid with that bike though, alright?
Now he's gonna ask you if you want to drop it off at the clubhouse, which you will definitely say yes to. You'll get the, on the upper left there, you can now make a choice, and you just basically click A to say yes. And there we go.
Alright, just get it back in one piece, and let's make this money.
Now you just take this back to the clubhouse, and you're done. You're done. You'll get about 75 grand. And you can do this mission basically over and over again. You do have to jump sessions after you finish it because it won't be on the board anymore. And sometimes when you jump sessions, it won't be on the board. So you might have to jump sessions again. Now, you might get unlucky a little bit when you're doing that. You might have to jump sessions like maybe 3 or 4 times. But again, when you're jumping sessions into, what's it called? Invite-only sessions, it's really quick. So it's okay. Doesn't take that long. And am I going to beat the 22 mark? Yeah, I am, actually. I've got 50 seconds still, and I'm almost back to the clubhouse, so nice. Come down here. And there we go. We're going to be at 7.5 minutes. So, yep, under 8 minutes, and it'll pay. We'll see what it pays here in a second. Should be around 75 grand. Oh. Pecans, now that I'm reading, I see. I misunderstood. Hold on, I'll comment on that in 1 sec. Let me exit out here. All right. And now I usually dump out of, unless I'm going to keep doing that mission over and over, I'll usually disband as quick as I can because the fees for being in a MC are huge. So, okay. Oh, my cousin broke my nose on Thanksgiving. Yeah, I misread that. I thought you said he broke his nose. He broke yours on accident on his. Kicked a ball and hit you in the face and somehow broke it. Man, Your family and the broken bones, man. Didn't your dad like drop a hammer on his foot too and like break the bones in his foot one time? Ugh. Well, sorry, man. That's rough. Hopefully that heals up pretty quick. Is it an improvement? Is it an improvement to your look with the broken nose, or is it worse? Some people, they break their nose and they actually look better afterwards, but I don't know. It's just making a joke there. But well, I hope you heal up soon. That's that's a bummer. He fell off a roof and broke both of his feet. Okay. Oh, jeez. Well, your family and broken bones, man. I haven't broken a bone in a very long time. I think the last one I broke was like a toe when I was little, or when I was a teenager. Anyways. So everyone, it's great to be back. November will be the lost month for the $1 billion grind. But I'm telling you guys, let me deposit my cash here actually real quick so I can see where we're at. I guess I shouldn't have my microphone up in my face like this. Okay, so we're at 876 million. I think we'll likely hit 900 million. If not on, I don't think it'll be this Friday, but I think probably on Monday. We'll hit the 900 million mark. If not on Monday, for sure by the following Friday. But we'll hit that 900 million mark, and we'll be in the home stretch for the billion. I work this week and I work the following week, but then I've got the rest of the month off until after New Year, and I plan on grinding my butt off once I'm on vacation. So I am very confident in saying we're going to finish this. We're going to hit the $1 billion by the end of this month, by New Year. That is my plan. That's what I'm shooting for. We'll see. Obviously, things come up, things happen, but that is the plan. So, affecting your breathing a lot. Yeah, I'm sure it is, buddy. Broken nose is no joke. But everyone, I'm going to wrap it up here for tonight because I do have to start work in about 45 minutes and I got to get ready. But it is, let me just say, it is really good to be back. And thank you guys for joining. And if you guys want, join on Friday night. I'm planning on streaming around 8:30 this Friday. 8:30 p.m. Eastern time is when it'll start. Friday night's usually a little bit more laid back. Do some grinding stuff, maybe some free mode stuff, whatever. If there's people who play on this platform want to join in the session, we could maybe do some stuff, help you grind your own stuff, whatever you've got going on. But definitely stop by if you've got the time and if you're interested. So thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, have a great game.